All right. Do we still have Ms. Brink at the jail? Chelsea Brink at the jail?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Brink. I do see Mr. Brown, Ms. Hansel, Ms. Bruker are back from meeting with Judge Cooper in his courtroom. So let me call the Brink case. This is the matter of the state of Michigan versus Chelsea Brink, file 23-10800-MI. Petition for continuing mental health treatment order. Ms. Bruker, how do you wish to proceed today?
We can start with testimony, Judge. I see Dr. Gehrman is here and Mr. DeMarsh is here as well.
Your Honor, I don't think I got
Before we
notice.
proceed, I would like to say that I do not want Larry Brown speaking and only Donna Hansel to be representing me. And I would just like to proceed with a guardian, and I'd like to name Jason Runowicki as my guardian for my mental health services. I've already said that once. I meant it.
Ms. Brink, I can't see you at the moment. Could you stand up so I can see you a little, please?
You had no problem seeing me a moment ago, but sure. So you can look at my breasts, is that it?
Ms. Brink, I appreciate it if you confine your comments to appropriate statements.
That is an appropriate statement.
I
You forced me to do something I didn't want to do. You said you could see me and hear me.
Ms. Brink, step back. Step back right now. Step back against the door.
I did step back.
Thank you,
How
Deputy.
about you step back?
Right from the beginning of this hearing, tensions are already running high. Chelsea Brink is challenging the court's authority and openly arguing with both the judge and courtroom staff, setting the stage for a very difficult
Yes.
How
proceeding.
about you step back and get out of my personal space? This is my court hearing. You're a pig.
Ms. Brink, this is a court hearing, so you will conduct yourself as if it is a court hearing, which means you speak when it's your turn and you don't call people names.
I let you speak, and then I said before we begin, and you said go ahead
Ms.
and proceed. I heard you say it.
Ms. Brink,
So we haven't broken
it's not,
court law.
it's not your turn right now. All right.
Not now, it isn't.
Ms. Bruker, who do you want to testify first?
Dr. Gehrman.
Dr. Gehrman, can
Who's
I
not my
swear you in
doctor?
if you'd raise your right hand, please? You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Sir, can you state your name
Go
for the
ahead, please.
record and spell your last name?
John D. German, Gherman.
What is your occupation?
I'm an adult psychiatrist.
And do you have some training and other types of certificates in order to hold that position?
I have a clinical fellowship of 1 year in psychosis and schizophrenia.
And is a large portion of your practice dedicated to the field of psychiatry?
All of it.
Are you familiar with someone named Chelsea Brink?
Yes.
And did you conduct an examination of her recently?
Recently and several times before, yes.
When did you most recently see her?
November 13th from
And how-
10:40 a.m. until 11:12 a.m.
Okay. And where did that examination take place?
It was telepsychiatry, Doxy, in Gaylord, Michigan.
Okay.
Gaylord, Michigan. Not Seagull Jail, I guess.
And you said you've examined her in the past?
It was in Gaylord Opposite.
Okay. And you said you had examined her in the past?
Yes, I have.
And did you also review some of her past records as well?
I always do.
Okay. Do you believe that, does Miss Brink have a diagnosis?
Yes, she does.
And what is that diagnosis?
Schizoaffective disorder, bipolar type, and post-traumatic stress disorder. And I also suspect personality unspecified with antisocial traits, if not the entire antisocial personality disorder as well.
Okay. Do you believe that she's a person requiring treatment under the mental health code?
Yes.
Okay. And do you base that diagnosis on? What observations and or opinions do you base that on?
Evals and medical record, her past history of behaviors and labile moods and psychosis.
Okay. How did Miss Brink present to you during your most recent examination of her?
She was irritable and had a thought process, thought disorder, at times just nonsensical and perseverating over minutia. And
You understand that you proceeded on a court hearing without my legal representative?
Ms. Brink, this is not your time to talk.
It's my court hearing. It's about my mental health, therefore it's about my medical record, therefore it's
Ms.
about.
Brink,
just like she and loud.
As the psychiatrist begins explaining his findings, Chelsea repeatedly interrupts the testimony. These interruptions are important because they give the court a chance to directly observe her behavior rather than relying only on medical reports.
Loud and easily agitated. And she did reveal she had partial insight at the time that she has a history of chronic ideation and attempts and wanting to walk into traffic. But she had minimal insight whatsoever regarding her diagnosis or condition, excepting the condition that she suffers from bipolar spectrum / schizoaffective disorder.
Okay. Did you discuss with her any treatment plan and whether she would be compliant with the treatment plan?
Yes, I have. I always, we've done that before. She's on the long-acting injectable, and she should remain on that. But she needs to take the oral medications as well. But the long-acting injectable is crucial. Without
Did
The
that,
psychiatrist is now outlining the potential consequences of refusing treatment. According to his testimony, the concern isn't just about symptoms today, but about long-term risks that could affect every aspect of her life.
without
Did
that
she-
injectable, she will degenerate. There will be progressive brain atrophy. There will be a risk of incarceration. There she is. There's a risk of high suicidal behaviors, and she has that. There's a risk of homelessness, and I think she's been homeless before. So there's a risk of substance use disorder, alcoholism. So without that LAI, that long-acting injectable in treatment, there's risks for the above, significant risks.
Did she express any willingness to participate in her treatment plan voluntarily?
No. Yes,
Okay.
she did. She does not want to participate. Meds don't do much for me.
Is that what she said?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that she has a difficulty attending to her basic physical needs as a result of her mental illness?
Difficulty, you're right, is there when she's in a psychotic manic state, as now, and she is now. That's the difficulty. Otherwise, if she's properly adequately treated and interepisodic, I don't see a problem. She should be fine with basic needs. But we have to avoid these episodes.
Okay. Are you recommending in or outpatient treatment?
In jail right now, so I'm not recommending anything. She's safe in jail, but recommend AOD and to continue the involuntary treatment or the ACT, a sort of a community.
Okay.
Ms. Bruker, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, doctor. Let me interrupt for just one moment. If we could unmute the jail for just a minute.
Your Honor?
Deputy, yes, I noticed that Ms. Brink.
This is a major turning point in the hearing. Court staff report that Chelsea became so upset that she had to be removed from the video area. The judge now has to balance her right to participate with maintaining safety inside the facility.
Ms. Brink left the area where she was being recorded. Could you tell me what happened there,
She's
please?
yes, sir. She's in here she's getting very upset at what she's hearing. Her emotions are getting out of control. And with her kicking the polycom, I put her back in the max cell as of right now. So
All right.
kick
I'm
the
gonna
door
ask
at
you-
least. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate what you did. Thank you very much for doing that. I'm probably going to ask you in a minute or two if she has settled down. If you could go check if she's settled down. I'd like to bring her back and have her available to answer some questions of, or at least make a statement to me about what she wants to have done. But for now, thank you very much for that update. So Ms. Bruker, go ahead and continue with the doctor. Sorry about the interruption.
Dr. Gehrman, you completed the clinical certificate that outlined the results of your examination. Is that correct?
Yes.
And on it, it looks like number 4, you checked that you're recommending a combination of hospitalization and assisted outpatient treatment up to a year, AOT. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else regarding Ms. Brink that you'd like to inform the court of?
No.
Okay. I don't have any other questions for him.
Thank you. Mr. Brown, are you still with us?
I am, Your Honor.
Any questions for this witness, Mr. Brown?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Hansel, any questions for this witness?
Yes, sir. My understanding, doctor, that if Miss Brink were taking her appropriately and then her oral medications appropriately, it's your belief that she could function on a normal basis or close to that?
Yes, the problem is she never seems to be around to be on that inadequate amount of time because she always has partial breakthrough symptoms also.
Okay. Do you believe, I think I'm understanding your report, but do you believe that she does not take these medications, that she would be a threat or of harm to herself or to other people?
Well, she said herself she's always thinking about walking into traffic, Ms. Hansel, and she's made threats, if I'm not mistaken, verbal threats, serious threats to the director of ACT. And what don't you understand about the report, if I may ask?
To tell you the truth, I was having a little bit of problem reading your handwriting, and I'm not a medical person, so I think I understood it, but it's just wanted a couple of things clarified. Do you believe, okay.
There's in the middle of the page, if you can see bipolar, question mark, no. Insight, schizophrenia, no.
Okay.
Meds don't do much for me. Patient, yes, walking into traffic, those are the pertinent ones.
I understand. Do you believe that hospitalization should be something that's looked at right now, like she needs to have that immediately, or
The doctor's recommendation becomes even more serious here. He's not only supporting continued treatment, but suggesting close observation because of concerns about possible self-harm.
Immediately, or can you tell?
Actually, seeing her right now, the way she's presenting right now, yes, I think she should be hospitalized or carefully observed there, perhaps even put on 15-minute watch or a watch for suicidality, honestly.
Okay. Have you had long time relationship with her? Like, have you been seeing her over a matter of years, or do you know?
I've seen her since April of 2024, once, twice, three, four times.
Okay.
The med reviews in ACT, and also a couple of times such hearings as this. But she's also refused to see me a couple of times as well. It was uncooperative, so at least 6 times attempts, 4 times, 2 other attempts.
So do you believe at this point in time, she's demanding a trial? Do you believe she'd be competent to be in a trial, to be competent enough that she could assist her attorney in, pardon me, I'm sorry.
Hearing is not about the competency though, is it?
No, I'm just her lawyer, and I'm trying to line this up with whatever's in her best interest. So I'm
not sure I would reval her, psychological exam as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. That's all I have for now.
Ms. Bruker, any follow-up questions with the doctor?
Not for Dr. Gierman, no.
All right. Thank you, doctor. Appreciate your time. That's all for today. Ms. Bruker, any other witnesses?
Can I just briefly call Mr. DeMarche?
Mr. DeMarche, can I have you raise your right hand? You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you very much. Could you state your full name for the record? And then Ms. Bruker has some questions for you.
Ryan DeMarche.
And Mr. DeMarche, what's your occupation?
I am the supervisor of assertive community treatment for North Country Community Mental Health.
Are you familiar with Chelsea Brink?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you file this petition for continuing mental health treatment?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And have you met with Ms. Brink in the past? Are you familiar with her?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And why did you file this petition? What facts or observations led you to do that?
I filed 3 notifications of noncompliance in the last 6 months due to missed appointments and or appointments, basically. So basically she hasn't been able to be compliant with her treatment order as it is.
Okay.
So continuation made most sense to me. Yeah.
Okay. She has not been taking her medication, following through with any of the services that you've been offering?
Her medication has been administered. It's an injectable. The weekly counseling and contacts that we have been attempting to have with her to help her with homelessness, to help her find a place to live, to help her stabilize. She has actively avoided any type
Okay.
of outpatient help. She
Is
did come
she-
for her injection because she knew if she didn't, that the police would pick her up, and the police did bring her in for that injection.
Just based on your experience with her and your observations, is Ms. Brink able to care for herself?
Absolutely not.
Okay, and why do you say that?
As I just said, she's unable to recognize the need for treatment, inability to even participate in her own care for applications to Social Security, applications for state benefits, applications for a lot. She's actively avoiding help.
Okay. And do you agree with Dr. Gehrman's recommendation of combined hospitalization and assistant outpatient treatment order for up to a year?
100%.
Okay. And do you know where her hospitalization would occur if that is what
The way it works at this point is while she's in jail, it's not likely to happen. But should she be released for some reason and she has some psychiatric episode in the community, she would be taken to OMH or whatever the nearest emergency department is, screened for her for psychiatric hospitalization, and then the first bed that is found, whichever psychiatric hospital within the state of Michigan that is, that's how that process goes. She is also on the state psychiatric hospital list, but but she hasn't been called for that yet. She's been on that for approximately 6 months.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to inform the court of?
No, ma'am.
All right. I don't have any other questions for you.
Thank you.
Ms. Hansel, do you have any questions for this witness?
Yes, I do. I do apologize. I'm not familiar with a lot of stuff here. But what exactly is this list that you're referring to?
So there's a Michigan State hospital list for people that are in need for long-term psychiatric hospital care. And the list is extraordinarily long because there are many people within the state of Michigan that are on it, and we really have no power in pushing it up. The state of Michigan determines who comes in when they go and when they don't. And typically the people that get into those hospitals are found not guilty by reason of insanity.
Okay. So there are facilities, but they're just too overcrowded, or they're just too many applicants to get her in. So only the most severe cases are getting into that.
Well, and it looks like, given what's going on the other side of our court problems, that maybe that's an option. But today we're talking about the AOT, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any knowledge of, well, you said she's getting the injectables. Is she routinely getting those, or is that very sporadic? And
it's been sporadic. It's when we can locate her. She moved to Flint for a period of time. She moved about to Petoskey for a period of time. Like I said, she is actively avoiding mental health treatment.
Okay. I have no other questions. Thank you.
Thank
Mr.
you.
DeMarsh, as a proposed order, I've included that she comply with her individualized treatment plan, and that she attend all appointments and take medications as prescribed. I'm trying to think of language or verbiage that would assist in the compliance notices. Is there any other specific language that you would ask the court to use to assist you in helping her get her treatment as needed?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. I'd be happy to discuss it at some point with the court, but at this point, I'm not sure what we can add to that. The person herself is actively avoiding treatment, so I don't know that the language of the order itself can really do anything. I'm not sure, Your Honor.
All right. I just want to make sure that I was covering everything that possibly
I get it. I understand.
at
Thank
this
you.
moment. So if you do come up with some additional language that you want to have included in some of these in the future, feel free to send them to me. I appreciate that. All right. I don't have any other questions. Thank you, Mr. DeMarsh. Ms. Brucker, any other witnesses that you have?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Hansel, are there any witnesses or evidence that you want to have? And I'll bring your client back in just a minute, see if she's going to be able to continue to participate with us.
Thank you. I have no other witnesses, Your Honor.
All right, if we could unmute the jail again. Deputy, is there someone there at the jail we can speak to?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Deputy. Have you had a chance to see whether or not Ms. Brink has settled down at all?
I let my partner ask her. She escalated again. If you would like for the court, I will ask one more time.
I'd like to have her say whatever she wants to say, but I want to make sure that she's safe and that you are safe when she's doing that. So if you could ask her, tell her that the court wants to hear from her, but she has to calm herself down in order to do that, and then bring her in if she's able to calm herself down, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Despite
Yes.
being offered another chance to address the court, officials report that Chelsea's behavior continues to escalate. At this point, the judge decides that safety concerns outweigh the need to bring her back
you.
into the hearing.
Yes.
Your Honor, she's making demands to where she don't want to be interrupted or asked anything. And she's just escalating from 0 to 100 right now. So, that's
Right.
where we're at. I'm not bringing her in here. So.
All right. I appreciate that. I just wanted to give her that opportunity, and I do appreciate your attempt to help me with that. And again, I want to make sure that everybody's safe there, and I don't think she would be at this point. So I agree with your assessment. So thank you very much.
All right, sir.
All
You're welcome.
right. Ms. Bruker, is there anything else, any closing argument that you wish to make?
Other than I just asked the court to grant the relief that's been requested.
All right. Ms. Hansel, any argument that you have?
Just to advise the court, I did have contact with her yesterday, and she was verbally very combative and insisted on having a trial. So that was where we left it, is that she wanted a trial. And she doesn't feel that she needs the assistance of the court or any type of mental health assistance. She thinks she's doing fine. And she regrets that she ever had agreed at some point in time. Apparently, she agreed for services at some point in time. She regrets doing that. So I don't have I don't have any plan here, Your Honor. So I would appreciate any direction from the court as well. I certainly will attempt to represent her as best as I can, but she became combative and very verbally derogatory toward me.
Even Chelsea's
Thank you.
own attorney describes her as highly combative and resistant to help. This testimony supports the concerns already raised by mental health professionals during the hearing.
Thank you, Ms. Hansel. I think your representation of Ms. Brink was fine. Ms. Brink has a history with the court of being exactly how you saw her today and exactly as how you saw her yesterday. And that is likely as a result of her mental illness, which is uncontrolled or not sufficiently controlled at this time. So the court will find that proper notice was given. Ms. Brink was given an opportunity to be here, that the hearing was held without a jury because it was not specifically requested ahead of time and properly requested. She was represented by counsel. We heard the testimony of Dr. Gearman as well as of Mr. DeMarche. And there's clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Brink is a person requiring treatment because she has a mental illness, and her judgment is so impaired by that mental illness that she lacks the understanding of the need for treatment. And that causes her to demonstrate an unwillingness to voluntarily participate in or adhere to that treatment, which is necessary and on the basis of competent clinical opinion of Dr. Gearman to prevent relapse or harmful deterioration of her condition. And she presents a substantial risk of significant physical harm to herself or to others based on her ideation and her refusal to engage in proper treatment, and her then combativeness, which was very clearly evident even in court today, and her unwillingness to cooperate with jail staff by trying to damage the Polycom equipment and then escalating every time she was given an opportunity to come back into the courtroom. So it's very clear to me that she is a person requiring treatment, and that we will enter an order that she
After
receive.
reviewing the testimony and observing Chelsea's conduct throughout the hearing, the judge reaches his final decision. The court orders a combination of hospitalization and outpatient treatment, concluding that intervention is necessary to protect both Chelsea and those around her.
Order that she receive a combined hospitalization and outpatient treatment for up to 365 days, with initial hospitalization up to 60 days. She receive assisted outpatient treatment for no longer than a year, and that be supervised by North Country Community Mental Health, and include all services recommended by the treatment provider, including medications, injectables, and dissolvables, blood and urinalysis testing to determine compliance and effectiveness of medication, individual therapy, assertive community treatment services, and any other services necessary to assist her in her individual living and functioning in the community, including complying with individualized treatment plan, mental health provider as deemed clinically appropriate, attend all appointments, and take medications as prescribed. If she refuses to comply with psychiatrist's order for hospitalization, a peace officer may take her into protective custody for that purpose. And I will sign that order today. Thank you all very much. That will conclude today's hearing.
This case really highlights how serious mental health
Cases like this
situations.
show how difficult mental health hearings can be. Courts must weigh personal freedom against concerns for safety and well-being. Whether you agree with the decision or not, it's clear the judge faced a challenging situation with significant consequences for everyone involved.